This is my pitch for my Fmp for 2024. It's a long time coming, but I'm here to pitch my idea. And what I'm going to be making is a music video. Different to last year's, which was a documentary, this year's going to be making a music video. And it's all on the theme of nostalgia. And I wanted to try and evoke the emotion of nostalgia onto the viewer when they watch my video. I wanted to keep my story quite broad to try and increase the relatability of it. So in that case, I'm not actually going to introduce any characters into it. The main character, which will be played probably by me, will be faceless from the start. And as the film starts, is going to be very I almost want the audience to put themselves in the shoes of the person, the main character. And by that, I'm not going to show my face to try and keep it so they don't paint an image of me in it. I'm going to keep my body in it, and while I open a box full of memories, the boxes full of memories will be from past summers and past times will be better. And it's a music video to the song Most Days by Maliki, which is a song about, it's a very summery song with nice instruments. But as my character opens up the box full of memories, the memories start to come alive in that fact that I'll start playing some funky effects of it, starting to slowly move and having some Polaroid pictures starting to turn into videos. And then the song starts with the blaring chorus, and we go into the dynamic approach, which is like very summery, very filmic look to try and look as aesthetic as possible. And the memories are supposed to be relatable to the viewer as I tried to make the memories that were shown in the video as memories that the audience may have had in their younger years as well. That's why I'm making it, so people can watch it and at the end be like, oh, I remember those times, that was such a cool thing. That's my end goal, that's my main goal to have in this entire thing. The song Most Days by Maliki is a really good song to choose for my music video because it's got exactly what I need, which is like summery instruments used in it, like nice guitars, nice piano, but it also sounds quite somber in some bits and nostalgic in the fact that it's quite reminiscent, with quite calm vocals. He's not got a harsh voice in the song, in the fact that his song's very calming and has a light-hearted but almost sad tone to it, which I will play some examples here of what like how slow the song can get in terms of like quite raw, and like his voice is very good at having as a reminiscent tone to it. Sitting on a seat to contemplate the sadness and I'll sing. But also the choruses are also very good because they're quite explosive, and I want that because I want my film to be filmed with loads of activities, because summer is doing things. That's what you do in the summer, you go out and do things, and I want to try and find a song, and I chose this song to try and replicate that feel. The song is a perfect contrast between the two emotions that people have in a year, which is a very do-it-all summer where everyone's having fun, and then winter when it gets more grey and people get more reminiscent of the past. I wanted to start the entire video off with a voicemail from my own mum. The reason of the voicemail is that I really like that, like I feel like every single child in their lifetime has had the message of like, make sure you're back before tea time, like please can you do all this, and be safe out there, because I think every single child has had that message from their parents. And the only way I can really communicate that with my audience without it being too personal, in the fact that I would not film my mum doing it, is to have a voicemail, because I'm sure all kids have had that message, but not all people had to a telephone. And so to have the voicemail was quite a good way of keeping it less personal to me, but still making it quite relatable to the people watching it. I thought that was a really nice motif to have. My runtime will be 4.5 minutes, and this will cover the entire song as well as the intro in the beginning. But I will have some leeway for around 20 seconds each way in case I choose to have a nice outro, because it's quite unpredictable of filming, how filming goes. But 4.5 minutes is my desired length, and I want to try and keep it short so I can really cherry pick the shots that I want to use, because I want to make this as aesthetic as possible. While also not making it so quick that it's gone and no one even remembers it. So I think 4.5 minutes is a very comfortable, almost edging on the long end, which is fine with me because the intro is a bit where I want to keep it quite minimal editing and just leave it to everyone's minds of what's going on. My target audience is obviously trying to be as broad as possible, and I'm trying to reach trying to be as relatable to as many people as I possibly can. However, there's definitely a certain type of group of people that enjoy the sort of content that I will be producing, and that is people who enjoy traveling. So there's a lot of people around Gen Z, or people in their 20s, without whatever gender they are, that like to travel. Most of these people have like van lives. A lot of van life people like the sort of content I'm going for, and they're the audience I want to cater to. I found this out from videos with similar concepts. There's Instagram videos like this one.
My Instagram and TikTok feed has entirely been taken over by this new genre of cinematic clips in the outdoors,
which have comments which are all talking about how they love this side of Instagram, and the footage is refreshing and beautiful, and they're the sort of people that I'm catering my video for. There's obviously a demographic that want to see more of this style of footage, so well, that's it. There is definitely a demographic there which wants to see that sort of footage. Most of it lies on Instagram and TikTok, which unfortunately for me are short form content platforms. Even the fact that most of the videos on TikTok and Instagram are less than a minute, and they have like a trending song on it, and they try and keep it as minimal as possible. It is as small as possible, sorry. All TikTok and Instagram videos are catered to younger audiences, with it being a faster pace and shorter run times, which means that my target audience is actually younger than what it would be on YouTube, so which is where all of my comments are from. So in this, I need to make my video shorter. In conclusion, my target audience is mainly two different groups of people. One being children my age, boys and girls my age, 2 years below, 2 years above, which have had similar summer memories, which is going around biking with friends, getting calls from their mum saying they need to be home, which is quite an experience where only kids our age could have, because of things like phones. Getting trusted with phones is the only things that our kids would have, like my children my age would have. Being in the years of like 2022 all the way down to 2016, those sort of summers where everyone was going out with their friends. However, there's definitely another demographic of people who are in their 20s, 30s, who love traveling and love traveling around in vans, who want to see more of the world, and they use these sort of videos as inspiration and motivation to do things that they want to do. So I would love my nostalgic video to try and produce some motivation for people that age as well, to go out and enjoy their life some more as well, because that's the end goal of my entire thing. I'm getting a snack. My inspiration, if there was one practitioner and one person that I would base this entire thing off as my main inspiration, it would definitely be Tyler, the Creator. His music videos, which I'll put screenshots on right now of what the sort of shots that he's made, has been a humongous inspiration, and he's the main reason I'm making this, because his songs and his music videos, which accompanies, what the heck's the word? Accompanies. Oh my God, accompanies. And the music videos which accompany the songs are really the vibe I'm exactly going for, and the fact that it's all very summery, all very nice saturated colours, and the comments on his music videos get so much love for the style, and it's so unique in the style that it has. It's definitely my main inspiration. However, there's been a million Instagram reels which you just scroll and see, and like they build up in my mind, and my idea is definitely an amalgamation of all the videos that I've seen. Which I'll put some examples on the screen now. There's definitely a guy who I'm not sure if I'll be able to pronounce his name. I'm gonna say Resider, whose reels are really good for having that nostalgic feel to them, and definitely some of the things I want to use. He's got this one with a dog, which is really good, and it all like phases in and out of reality, and that's the same vibe that I want to go for with mine. But the initial idea for the Maliki song was seeing him live. I saw him live in first, and like initially his personality blew me away, just in the fact that he was so confident on stage. His stage presence, like. We were there at this like mini festival thing, so it's like it was called Other Voices, where it was like people who were just, it was just a very small group of people performing, and most of them were like either jazz or like maybe some rock things, and it was all right. But then when Maliki came onto the stage, everyone was blown away. He got like the strangest demographic anywhere, which was like Welsh old people and I don't even know, just people you would never expect to see. And he like put so much energy in the crowd that it was so inspirational in the fact that he changed what would have been such a boring night into something which was so memorable. And even the fact that he was there for a couple of nights. On the second time he performed, it was so incredibly busy because he influenced that many people. He obviously knows what he's doing when it comes to being on stage and having a stage presence. So I listened to some of his songs, and they have so much emotion in them that I definitely, like the first thought I had when I listened to the song was like, oh, I'd love to make a film out of this. They're so cinematic. There's so much emotion in his song, and his voice is really good for having different meanings in how it's done. In a lot of my research, I've been doing test shots. I've been testing out different lens filters. I've been testing out different focal lengths. I've been testing out different weather conditions, and I've been using this to really come together for when I film, to really know exactly what sort of settings and how I want it to be filmed for my music video. And in the end, I've come to the conclusion that I would love it to be sunny weather. However, if I was being realistic, I would have to it would be probably cloudy when I film, and I'll have to use color grading to try and save the image and try and make it look still quite summery and nice vibes, which is a lot easier said than done, considering it is really grey out there at the moment, and to try and make it look aesthetic is really quite tricky. Considering you can definitely go for the blue approach, which is a lot easier because it's a lot of cold colours outside. However, I wanted to go for the summery bright oranges, yellows, blue, like light blues, like aquas and cyans, things like that, which aren't really present in weather out there. So what I did in my research, that I did test shots in cloudy weather and messed with the colours a lot. I will do a full, like, not tutorial, but a full run through of how I play with the colours. However, I learnt how to progress with my work even if the conditions didn't meet what I wanted them to meet, if that makes sense. I also learnt that the focal lengths, don't want to do any wacky focal lengths. Even though I do really want to do some unique shot perspectives. However, like for example, I got a shot on this mounted onto a steering wheel, which I thought was really interesting because I've never seen anything like it before, and I don't actually know how I got the idea. I think it was just genuinely me brainstorming, because my music videos require a lot of brainstorming in my opinion.
Right, yeah, I can't.
Yes, you can.
I can't, because I have to spin the wheel around.
Do you feel it? Wait, just...
Fucking hell.
Another thing I learned in my research is how it should be distributed. One thing I realised about my film is that I wanted to have a grain applied onto it, which can, in some cases, ruin the entire image in the fact that compression, when you upload it to a social media platform, it can immediately ruin the image because it's trying to process so many things at once because the whole entire image is moving. With this grain, the quality just gets demolished. So what I've learned from that is that I need to upload it onto Vimeo as well as YouTube, because YouTube has a really aggressive compression algorithm which doesn't play nice with grain. But Vimeo, with it being probably a higher quality platform for content creators or like filmmakers, it's definitely a better platform to use for uploading a higher quality version of my video. Another thing I learned through research is how my inspirations music videos are made. Tyler the Creator's music videos, who is my main inspiration, they were all filmed on 35mm film. So what I did with that information is that I searched on YouTube and I searched on blogs and stuff, like how to emulate that look, because I wanted to emulate the look of a film camera. And that's what got me into the initial idea of having a film style music video, because one day I wanted it to be nostalgic and look like it was from the past, because it's supposed to be a memory, and I like the fuzzy look of film because like a memory is quite fuzzy. But finding out it was all filmed on 35mm film was great for my research, and now I know, because I know the sort of style, characteristics and the style that I wanted to get, to try and make it similar but unique to my inspirations. Right, production schedule. Let me show you this. My production schedule is as follows. Next week on the first week of May, I will be filming my video. This will conclude of traveling to Wales, West Wales, to film, which is really interesting because it's definitely the way more scenic than Exeter, and that's why I chose to do it. It's got the place where I've made my memories from, for example, like rock jumping and having chips on the beach, things like that, which is definitely memories. So I've chosen to work in Wales for a week, and the first week of May was perfect for me. After that, it will take me less than a week to edit. I'm going to give myself Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to edit. So it should be finished before, the final edit should be finished before May the 17th, ready to be screened to a test audience so I can get feedback for the first evaluation on the final week of May. That is the week which ends the 24th. That's when I will do all my evaluating with all my feedback, which I've gotten from screening my video. As of before filming, I've been doing research since the start of, I believe, March, and those have been identifying practitioners. That has included test shots and things like that, and that has been on quite a loose thing. However, that is quite a loose process. The key dates for filming will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which is the 1st, the 2nd and the 3rd of May. That is when I'll be in Wales. Thankfully, I've got a group of friends there which are very flexible in my time, because they're not doing as much revision as me, and they've got school and they can just go after school. They finish quite early, which allows me to steal them after school, which means that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even though they have got school, they're happy to help after school, which is perfect for my film, because I will not be having school at that point. I will be at home with a free day. However, I could not film on the weekend, which would have been the 4th and 5th, because they've all got work. So I've got 3 main days of filming to try and get as much as I want done as possible. And after that, it should take me, like I said, a week to edit. Not even that, because I want to film some of my own at-home footage as well before I go to Wales. So it should be all finished before that. Unfortunately, to get Polaroids of all the footage that I want from Wales, because it's supposed to be in memory, I have to do the filming at home after Wales, which means that on the weekend, no, it would be the week of the 8th, 9th and 10th, I will have to be filming at home, doing my own filming there, which gives me a very short time, but editing's my strong suit personally, and being able to edit as quick as I can is like that not rushing, but being able to do it efficiently, I'm decent at, in the fact that I can get it done definitely in under a week. If I put my mind to it, it could get done really quickly, but it's not rushed. So yeah, final edit should be finished before the 17th. That's about it. This has been my pitch. Please fund my film. Thank you very much.